Y'all let me know when you're ready. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Listen, I don't think the notification went out, but we're going to go ahead and get this party started anyway. I think that, YouTube be on that stuff sometimes. So we going to get this. I can always tell by how fast people come in the room, whether the notification went out or not. So it is all good. But this is our weekly live review of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, from my understanding, Teresa and Melissa are on this All Stars weekend at Turks and Caicos. But they said that they really wish that Dolores had gone because Dolores has been giving Ramona the blues.
I will take Dolores over Melissa. I don't know why Melissa there. And look, I love me some Cynthia Bailey. I love her down. I don't know why the fuck she there. I'm just saying, if we finna keep it a buck, we should have had some heavy hitters. Because obviously we want to watch for drama. Why is Cynthia there? To be Kenya's lapdog? Kenya don't need no help. Why is Melissa there? Melissa don't hardly show up to work on her own damn show. What the fuck she finna do on this show right here? Not a goddamn thing. So what the fuck she there? And I understand why Potomac women ain't there because they in the middle of filming. They could have gave them a 2-week break. But pull a couple people. But
my thing is, they're filming for the season, but come on, they could have let them come. They're only there for like the weekend. It's only gonna be from my understanding, it's only a 4-part series.
Yeah, only 4 parts.
So that's a weekend. Like they're having like an extended weekend in Turks and Caicos. Like, come on, y'all. They could have, because as much as I'm not a Giselle fan, Giselle and Karen, honey.
I think the 2 women from Potomac should have been Ashley and Karen.
Well, Ashley probably wasn't going to go because she just had the baby.
Okay, we got it. She had baby checkmate, which is cool. She already got baby child support. She had baby checkmate. She could have left both of them with fucking her husband and the damn daddy. She could have took her ass down there. If Ashley don't do shit else, she is good for stirring the fucking pot and she stayed in her shit. She should have been there. I said it.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I got started early. My bad. I'm sorry.
And let's be clear. You're not wrong. If you go back and look at my reviews, I done already told y'all that Ashley has set up her storyline for the next 2 seasons. This season is going to be about her having this second baby and adjusting to life with baby. And next season is going to be her divorce. She has set up her storyline for the next 2 seasons.
Oh, no, because her season after that is going to be how Ashley got her groove back, even though she...
Exactly. Okay, so the next 3 seasons.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to these New Jersey women. Go ahead.
Before we do that, I just want to say I decided to start watching the New York hoes. I got like 15...
Nah, they not hoes.
Okay, hoes. So I got like 15 minutes left on the season 2, part 2 reunion. I just have to say I don't like none of them. I don't like none of them.
How many seasons have there been of New York? You only on season 2.
I'm only on season 2. I bet the end of season 2, the last part.
There has to be at least 10 seasons of New York.
I think 14.
I don't look. All I'm saying is at the end of season 2,
I don't like none of them.
I mean, there was a glimmer of hope for Luann, but I knew when she first came on the scene and trying to be all high and mighty, I knew, and I didn't watch this like,
oh baby, wait till you get to those later seasons and see Luann now.
And then Alex, I'm real meh. Now, once we leave those 2, the only other person I could remotely say maybe is Jill. Once we
Jill Zarin, a classic. Oh, she's supposed to be the surprise one
Yeah, she's surprising in Turks and Caicos. That's what I heard.
Yes.
Now, after that, the rest of them, fuck them.
What?
Fuck them. I said what I no. Look, I know it's a tangent. Look. Last night episode, in my opinion, didn't give me shit. So y'all getting this as an extra for me. What's that? I don't even. Okay, who is it? Ramona.
Ramona. Ramona doesn't change. That look does not change.
She reminds me of a Chihuahua, just nervous and shaking and just
the bug eyes.
Yes,
she uses those eyes to flirt.
And not even just that, like she is so hypocritical where she can give unsolicited advice, say whatever she wants, but as soon as you say anything to her, when I tell you she is truly on the defense and you can attack her marriage, everything, it's just like, girl, calm the hell down. Who the other one? Bethany. Oh, I really can't stand Bethany. I want to start class with a cheeseburger. I can't fucking stand Bethany. I truly cannot. Because it's like,
baby, that Kelly Ben Simone, my Lord, my dear Father God and Jesus in heaven. Listen. That was a season.
Wait,
I remember that.
Are you not talking? Wait, what season? Because I'm about to start season 3 right after that.
I think she like season 3 or 4.
Oh no, she came in season 2. Oh, you talking about the fight between her and Bethany?
Kelly Ben Simone?
I believe so. Yeah. The mom.
When she was at the island, they were on the vacation.
Oh, I ain't get that yet.
Yeah, you ain't got that yet. Wait. No, that one right there. That was a piece of work.
Okay, I just wanted to say that, just like in watching it, it's way too much. It's a whole. I thought that the Atlanta women yell over each other at the reunion.
No,
these women. I'm just like, so y'all can't take turns.
Nope. And Andy has told them. I remember last season he actually told Ramona to shut the fuck up.
But see, here's one thing I want to say, and I'm gonna leave this alone. Andy is very selective on who he likes to pin to the wall when it comes to saying homophobic shit. Because you had Bethany, Bahina, whatever the fuck her name is, go say, somebody was wearing fag something, even though it was meant to be a comment, like, but why are you saying that word? And then you have Ramona's husband literally questioning Alex's husband's sexuality. And then her saying, well, you can have some bisexual men, they get married, they have kids. And like, we smooth just passed over that. But y'all still want to nail Marlo to the wall when she told Sheree, go hang out with the F words. But y'all ain't saying shit about this.
Okay. Well, but wait a minute. Hold on. Because if you about to make this a race thing, hold on.
No.
Okay. Because I'm about to say, because they gave Candace a pass.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying he's selective at who he chooses to nail to the wall because
he's definitely selective about all of that. Yeah.
I don't like it. And the thing is, this is the worst part about me watching the other Housewife franchises because it's just like, oh, now I really see Andrew Booger Sugar Cohen for his works. And okay, I'm gonna have stuff for what's that when Potomac come back. Okay, all right. But that's it. I just want to talk about that right quick.
O Street, I am going to watch her interview. The new house. She's not a housewife. She's a friend to the housewife for New York. She has an interview with Sherelle's World. So I am going to watch that after this.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Episode 11, season 11, episode 11 last night. We picked up at the tea party down to the Turkish tea. What's her name? Teresa left, but the rest of the ladies were there, and they, of course, they had to have the whole, oh, so sorry, we weren't thinking, oh, I'm sorry about Teresa. But let's get to the rest of this. And basically the conversation got to be about Jennifer moving her mom down from Long Island, and then they got on Delois and Frank, which seemed to be the theme for this episode. Delois, Frank, and what's her boyfriend's name?
David.
Yes. Go ahead, yeah.
If I was Dolores, and I look, today is all about me slapping people with food. I would have slapped Jen with a pork sandwich. I didn't even fucking like food. I would have slapped her with a big rib. Because even before she even got started about, did you tell your mama about the psyche? And you saw Dolores look at her like,
right. I was like, what?
And still said, I'm like, so you just with the shits today. Like, I know I'm with the shits today, but I'm sitting there, so dear, you just with the shits today.
Lilbaby, remind me before I get off of here, please, that I have an unboxing to do before I get off of here, please, if you don't mind.
I will do such that.
I will appreciate it much.
You know what? I'm going to write it at the very end of my notes so I don't forget.
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
I actually took semi notes, not a whole lot, but semi.
It wasn't a whole lot to take.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have ruined the spread. I think it granted it's not that much to pick up in Jennifer's house to throw at her, but nonetheless.
No, well, I guess y'all didn't get the joke of the McRib, but let's continue.
I mean, I got the joke. She Jewish.
Okay. No, she not.
Who are you talking about?
Jennifer. Jennifer's not Jewish.
Is that the one that's from Turkey?
See,
yeah.
Okay. So was she Muslim?
No.
I believe. I'm just going to use an educated guess. I'm not going to assume.
Okay.
I believe. Jack is Jewish.
Honestly, that's just what I assumed when you was like you gonna slap her with some pork. Okay.
Yeah, McRib.
Right. Now, let me say this, and I know that I don't have the institutional knowledge that you guys have when it comes to this show, but can I tell you that I'm sick of them? Now, I understand part of it, but I'm also just sick of it because I just feel like, listen, if you like it, I love it at this point. But I get it. Like if she was making a big deal about getting a ring, and now she's like, no, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm cool. Then I understand her friends giving her the side eye. Like, but wait a minute. Last year, though, you was all on top of getting this ring. But the flip side is, if she keeps telling y'all she's good, just let it
good.
go.
Well, okay. Well, first off,
Jennifer is Christian Syrian.
Thank you for the clarification. But what I'll say for this is what this is reminding me of, is this whole entire episode reminded me of one thing, and that was Potomac, Atlanta, all over again, where y'all are making this woman's life/storyline your storyline, and it don't have to be that. And that is what was in, because look, on some real shit, like I got it, it's a reality TV show, but if you say you cool, okay, well fuck it, you cool.
And that's what I'm saying. At a certain point, and my thing is, at a certain point, even if I'm not really cool, if I keep telling you I'm cool, you're not going to get anything more out of me until I decide to give you more. And the more you press the issue, the less you're going to get. If y'all would leave me alone, maybe I would feel like coming around, because see, now what happens is, now I feel like I got to deal with the I told you so's, and I knew it all along, and ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Like if she really is feeling some kind of way and trying to process, and she really ain't happy about the situation, the more and more you make a big deal about it and you harp on it, the less and less I'm going to be ready to come to you if and when I feel like, okay, I want to talk about it. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you're in a relationship and everybody keeps telling you your boyfriend ain't shit. Well, you know he ain't shit, but you're not ready to admit it. And until you're ready to admit it, guess what? Go ahead, bro.
Dolores said something, and when I tell you my ears perked up, because I don't know if anybody else caught it, it gave me just a pause came in my spirit. Because she was saying that, David is good. Her marriage with Frank wasn't all that great. But then this is what she said. She says David doesn't yell, hit, or swear. I'm like, so you conveniently put hit in the middle of those three. Did Frank put his hands on you?
He may have.
I'm just saying, because of all the shit for y'all to want to talk about, I would be like, you know what, fuck David. Did Frank touch you? That would have been like, hold on, hit.
He may have, but let me say this, and I know that this might offend some people, and this might come off as an assumption But I don't know this to be a fact. But Dolores was a bodybuilder. They might have been hitting each other. And I'm not saying that makes it okay.
Possibly.
I'm not saying that makes it okay. But they might have been in there just rumbling.
But it's the way that she said it was so
much.
I
agree. I understand what you're saying, yeah.
I was like, huh. Oh, okay.
And you're right. You're right. That's the one that I'd have been like, wait a minute, what? But we do know he was a hoe. I mean, it's clear that he was a hoe. Yeah. She said she put that man out the house when she was 9 months pregnant.
Okay, but at the same time, we're not going to sit here and act like Dolores wasn't a pimp.
Dolores was a pimp?
Dolores said she had men's.
They both did their share. She did admit to participating too.
Okay, well there it is. And that might be why she don't hate Frank now. It was kind of like, you did what you did, I did what I did. You know, we did it to each other. You know what I'm saying? That might be why she don't really hate him. Like some people might want her to be like, oh my gosh, how could you forgive him? Because
we even Stevens.
While he was doing his dirt, I was doing my dirt. We was dirting it up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We are now, even Stevens, so we can move on with our situation.
So I appreciated the conversation.
But wait a minute, hold on. O Street, they showed pictures of Dolores competing. Like it was like, because remember I brought it up to y'all. I was like, did y'all see those pictures? She was on stage in a bikini, like doing I think she may not have been good at it. She may not have been, but I think she competed a few times. It was the episode where they were going down to it was the episode where she went to go see her mom, and she was talking about how her and Teresa had been friends their whole life. And they showed old pictures of both of them. And the picture they showed of Dolores, she was on stage in a bikini doing like, because remember I asked y'all, I was like, is she a bodybuilder?
She used to compete. She used to be, We know Teresa did it, but Teresa did it much later than Dolores. Dolores
that was Teresa.
Maybe
it was Teresa then. Okay.
No, they both did it, but Dolores did it in her early years before the show. Teresa did it while on the show.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. And again, that doesn't mean it's okay. I was just being funny. That doesn't mean it was okay if he put his hands on her. I was just making a jokey joke.
But I did want to say I somewhat appreciated the comment about them talking about spouses not necessarily sleeping in the same bed, living together. I'm glad that conversation came up because I know within our community, we love, like a lot of us don't like to admit, because I say this all the time. You're not going to sit here and tell me, Paw and Nemo wasn't sleeping in 2 separate bedrooms.
You keep bringing that up, but that wasn't my experience.
Okay.
That's coming around my way.
I mean, I'm not being
they
funny.
have a big enough house, they do.
I'm not being funny, but I'm just saying, like, you use that example a lot, but that's not my experience.
What I'm saying is, but a lot of people like to act like it's not common, like it doesn't happen. In a lot of old school marriages, they weren't divorcing, but they just weren't sleeping in the same bedroom, is what I'm saying. I know my grandparents didn't.
Mine did.
I know some older people.
Since I can appreciate them talking about, 2 different couples where, we live in 2 separate houses, we still married, and it worked just fine. Mind you, they ain't go into the nitty gritty because I feel like it might be a little bit more up in the middle, but I appreciate it because that right there, because especially when you deal with a lot of the Jersey women, especially like Teresa and Dolores and Joe Gorga, it's all tradition and we old school and this and this and this and this. And it's just like, okay, all right, we get it.
Yeah. And I'm honest with you. I'm sorry. I'm going to just say this last thing and then we'll move on. Because O Street, you could very well be right. But let me say this. And I don't want this to come off sounding racial at all. But an old picture of Dolores and an old picture of Teresa, I wouldn't be able to tell them the difference. I would. So it could be either one of them. That's fine.
But I was saying, like, I like how Jen's mom was saying, like, she is enjoying the freedom.
But all of the older women did. All of the older women was like, girl, if you want to leave this girl alone and move on and get a life with it, like, all of the women were like, the older women were like, and Dolores even said it. She was like, I'm not understanding why the older women understand, and it's the ones that's supposed to be my friends that are giving me a hard time.
Yep.
I think it's like it's a combination with that situation. With Jersey, as we see, is unlike the other franchises, it's really a true familial dynamic. If people aren't related through marriage, they're real close friends, and family is real close to where they are family. So it's really is that intrusive family member who's very staunch in tradition, pushing their beliefs on you. A lot of the women still believe that you need to be married, you need to have a husband. Why are you dating?
Right, you need a man.
Years,
yeah,
get married. So that's part of the reason. Outside of Dolores harping on the fact that she did want to marry David, it's them taking their own dogma with Dolores's past statements and pushing it onto her. And then also, again, a lot of them haven't lived long enough to understand having your own space and how sacred that is. A lot of them married in their 20s. They haven't gotten there yet.
And I'm gonna also say this, and then we can move on to the next scene. I'm gonna say this.
You wait. You only want to move on to the next scene because it was the guys playing golf, and you like the guys. That's the only reason you want to move on to the next scene.
I could have done a whole hour of the guys playing golf. They were freaking hilarious.
I'll let you two talk about the men, but go ahead and finish your statement.
But the other thing I want people to understand too, and this goes back to this sort of piggybacks on what Lilbaby was just saying. I got a feedback. Is that me?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I'm going on mute.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that it must be me then. But I'm gonna say this, and your point is valid, Lilbaby. I think what we have to start doing as friends, and again, I feel like it's the same thing here. Based on, I can only go by what I saw in this episode. People change, people evolve, and they're something you thought you wanted, you don't want anymore. And maybe she thought she wanted marriage and she wanted a ring and she wanted to settle down. But now that she's like, you know what? He didn't give me the ring when I was ready for it. And I'm renovating my house and I'm kind of falling back in love with my house. And I kind of like the fact that I have my own space and I can go and I can spend the night when I want to spend the night. We can Netflix and chill when I feel like it. But when I don't want to be bothered with him, I can bring my ass home to my house and my space. And like she said, I'm financially stable. I have raised my kids. I'm good. And I think, again, we've got to start listening to people because guess what? You can change your mind and it's okay. It is okay to say, you know what? I thought I wanted to be married. I even thought I wanted to marry him. But you know what? I'm kind of good with the way things are.
Right. Now, she got 2 homes and 2 men. Who don't want that?
Now, maybe 2 years ago, if he had proposed, she would have accepted. They would have gotten married, and maybe it would have worked, and maybe it wouldn't have. But where she is right now is, you know what? I'm actually good. And I really think that's what she's trying to say to them is like, yeah, I'm good. And you know what, O Street, she might be. But I done seen people stay in relationships for worse reasons. I'm sorry. If he buy me a Porsche instead of a ring, I'll take the damn Porsche.
I ain't crying about that. Baby, I wish.
I'm not going to cry about the Porsche.
I'm not even in my 50s. Never been married. But if you offer me a Porsche over a wedding ring, listen.
Okay. So the next scene, my boys are hanging out at the Listen, I'm not gonna drag this out because I think
this was the funniest shit.
It was funny but disgusting all at the same time. It was all of the husbands, right? Because he came late, but he came, right? The doctor,
Frank, he came late, but you know,
right? It was Frank, Joe, the other Joe.
I don't think Aiden was. I don't think.
Okay, Aiden might not come. But then the other husband, the one that was having sex down to the gym, according to Teresa, they were there, and they had, they were having themselves a good time, and they placed this bet. I don't remember the specifics of the bet. All I know was the loser of the bet had to kiss the other person on the ass. And
First, Frank was, if Frank didn't hit it, past a certain point, he was supposed to pull down his pants and run across the feet.
I would have appreciated that one.
And Frank is like, why are you always trying to see my dick? Like, what is wrong? What's up?
Well, we had to look at Joe's ass the rest of the episode. I mean, because they kept
they showed his ass all episode
long.
We were damn near having a.
They almost had to blur the damn thing out. So what ended up happening was Frank lost to Joe, and as a result, Frank had to kiss Joe's ass. And Joe promptly pulled his pants down, mooned everybody,
ass all the way out.
And Frank kissed his ass.
And Joe grabs Frank's head,
right?
Make sure he gets a good chunk of it.
He absolutely did. He did. That is something that only people who have been friends as long as they have been friends could really truly do and get away with. And dare I say, white men.
Yes.
Because that had been the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that had been
that would have never happened.
Peter and Apollo. Y'all know that
never happened.
Ever
would have happened. Ever. And if they had done it, y'all know the headlines. Y'all know all the bloggers. Y'all know exactly what it would have been today.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Anyway, so there's that. So they have drinks in the clubhouse after they finish their round of golf. And basically the main thing that came out of that was that Joe told everybody that Teresa's in love and she got herself a man.
And Frank eats with a whole bunch of food in his mouth.
Well, doesn't he look like he eat with a whole lot of food?
Talks with a whole bunch of food in his mouth.
But also Joe Gorga, like it's going to come up later this season about, him being chauvinistic and all this other stuff.
That came, I really don't. But that did come up.
But but when he talked about, how, women nowadays feel like they have to prove themselves. And it's just like, though you're saying it in a derogatory way, motherfucker, hell yeah. In the world that we live in, it's to the point where, yes, a lot. And I think we've had this conversation on your channel, and I'll tie it to the military. Well, not the military, but I'll tie it to this government where, regardless of what your politics are, Hillary wasn't never going to sit on that seat. Because most men don't feel like, oh, well, she's a woman, she has a period, she PMS, she's emotional, she's this and this and this, so we can't trust her in this position. Mm-hmm. And from that realm to just most businesses, a lot of men in business feel that way when it comes to a woman. So yes, some women come in where they have to. It's almost like with African Americans, when we have to sit here and fight 2, 3, 4 times just as hard to prove ourselves. The same thing with women, because they're coming in, literally with the deck stacked against them, so they have to work harder. So yeah, it is a fucking reason. But the way he said it, it came off to me as a male, it just came off real nasty. And it's like, okay. And also, even at the end of this episode, even though, again, I still don't feel their storyline is legit, and we'll get there, but I feel like what Jackie said was true, that what he was saying to Dolores was low-key meant for Melissa. But we'll get
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
Oh, you mean at the end of the episode? Yeah.
But because I got some shit to say.
That right there, that ending part.
Because I got to talk to Melissa. I got to talk to a couple people at the end, but we gonna get there. So the next scene is Teresa and Michelle.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking at something
that we really didn't get nothing on, but except for she's having a cocktail party and wanted to introduce her to somebody. But I mean, she's feeling better about her mother.
I like the house though. The house looks nice.
I like that balcony. That balcony was nice.
That balcony is beautiful. And I like the fact that, they have the little suite in the basement potentially for her daughter. Like that was cute. But yeah, the only thing there was that, the lady was inviting Teresa to this cocktail party, and that there was a guy that she wanted to introduce Teresa to. Now, listen, here's my problem. I get it that Teresa doesn't want to necessarily tell everybody what's going on. Like, I respect that. But the flip side of that is, like the lady said, if she had told me she was seeing somebody, I wouldn't have invited him. Like, now I got this guy here thinking I'm trying to set him up with somebody, avoiding him the whole party, and got me sitting here looking crazy. Like, I really wish Teresa would have said, even if she had said, listen, I'm just not ready to date yet. Like, I'm just taking it kind of slow. Like, I mean, I know that's a lie too, but I would rather her have told the woman, look, I'm not interested, rather than let her invite somebody that you're not in. And again, I know I hate to break the fourth wall, and they're going to get shit on camera. And had this man the doofus the whole damn night.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm sure he was a good sport about it, but it's just, like, just tell him already. Damn, it ain't that, like, seriously, the Teresa's not that serious. It's just not. I mean, at least for me, it's not. Maybe because I'm not that vested, but it just ain't that. It's
not serious for me either.
Yeah. Anyway, so then we have lunch with. Well, actually, we missed that part because nothing really happened with that either. Melissa,
just one thing happened.
Well, the fact that wait a minute. They do find out. I mean, Joe tells them that what's her name? Teresa is seeing somebody.
That was it.
What else happened?
That was it.
Oh yeah, that's them. Well, we didn't miss it. We didn't miss it. It just happened.
But the thing is, it's like Joe B. We gonna have to put a muzzle on you, bro. Cause this is the second time you to open your motherfucking mouth.
Bucket with no bottom.
Like, cause I'm just like, dude, not everything you need to say, because now it's the whole, he brought it up. So now it's just like, oh, and then you got Melissa looking like, motherfucker, did you really just say?
Right. Because Melissa has been, listen, I give Melissa an A for effort because she has been really doing a good job of not letting this thing out the bag. Like she been doing good. She been, listen, you swore me to secrecy. I'm gonna let you tell your own business. She's been doing a really good job. So okay. What's her name? Dolores goes to get a mammogram. I mean, her biopsy. It comes back negative. She doesn't have breast cancer. Yes, we are happy to hear it. Okay.
She learned it with some meat on her shoulder.
She did learn with that meat. I don't know if she was cooking or if her shoulder was sore. I don't know what was going on.
And she was in her new man's house, and her old man comes to pick her up.
Listen.
And now we get to the part of the show that I think we all have been waiting for.
We have?
The party.
The party was phenomenal.
Really?
Oh my God. The food, the decor. They came in. They looked good. I was like, oh. And then they had someone there making actual mozzarella.
That was great. I love mozzarella cheese. Well, I love cheese, but I definitely love mozzarella. Oh my gosh. That was great. The fresh mozzarella, like fresh mozzarella. Okay. So the ladies show up to the party. Yes, the food spread was nice. The fellas are all there. They're all drinking and getting drunk. Aiden told his wife, listen, I don't have my car tonight, so you can drink all you want. I said, you know what?
They really looked like they were having fun.
They really did. I think, unlike a lot of these shows, they really do like each other. Even when they fuss and they fight, they really, I really do feel like they have a good time together most of the time.
But I'm, you know what? I just want to give a hand clap of praise for Bill. Like I really do. Like honestly, I think I think Jennifer, when Jen mom told her like you got a good one, most men, because here's the thing, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I could be like Bill, where it's just like he literally just like, you know what, my wife is a drunk, she like to get fucked up. Fuck it, she get fucked up. Oh, you fell over at the pool party? I'm gonna pick your ass up, put you in the car. Like he doesn't, unless that shit happens off camera, he don't scold her.
Yeah,
I tip my hat to him.
He doesn't look like he raises his voice.
I mean, we had to look at the ass video again at the party,
and this time we got a better shot because we got all the way up.
I felt like
ass.
It was a prosthetic exam by the time we were done with that video. we learned that Teresa gets mad at Joe because she finds out that everybody knows that she got her a man and that Joe told everybody.
No, she was mad because he said she was in love.
Right.
She wasn't in she wasn't in lust. She was in love. That's what
he did say my sister is in love.
She did. And then he told us something. I said that, and Bravo.
Face red. That's how you can tell he was lying. His face turned red.
He was red. He was red as hell. Then we had what else went down before we get to the situation with Dolores? Something else happened.
Nothing. The girl was talking about Dolores getting a hush gift.
And it wasn't a bad hush gift. It was a Porsche truck.
Like, I don't understand what the problem is with the Porsche.
Look, there could only be one problem. Ashley lied. Two problems.
What, did they jealous they didn't get one?
Okay, 3 problems. That's number 2. But one, if it's leased, and now if he bought it straight out, it's her name on it. Because if she got the title and everything else, it ain't no motherfucking problem. But they jealous.
So yeah, so there's that. And then
and Teresa left. Teresa did leave.
Yeah, because Teresa got a booty call, so she left.
She had to bust it wide open, lay it low, and spread it wide. What?
Okay. She had to leave. She had to leave to go see her man. That she don't want nobody to know she had, but she over in the corner giggling and texting. Listen, let me tell you something. Whenever I'm with friends, and we've all had this experience. I mean, well, I know Lilbaby has. I don't know if guys do the same thing, but we have all had this experience where you got a friend and you start seeing them texting back and forth while y'all at the party or y'all at happy hour or y'all at club
over there giggling like schoolgirls,
smiling and grinning, and the next thing you know, girl, I'll call you tomorrow. I gotta go. You already know what it is. And that's exactly what Teresa was giving. Okay? You over there grinning and schminning and texting back and forth. And the next thing you know, you got to leave before the party even halfway over. You knew the party wasn't over. Y'all hadn't had y'all fight yet. You knew the party wasn't over. But somebody was fight. So, Dolores gets upset because she realized, because they start telling her how they have had these extensive conversations about her and this Porsche and not getting her ring. Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, right before that, she was wondering why Teresa left and was saying, well, I understand why she doesn't want to talk about this because it's an unconventional relationship. I also have one, but it's funny that she frames that. But y'all claim to be, granted, there's nothing wrong with being traditional, school, whatever, but it's like, baby, pick a struggle. Either you're going to be traditional / old school, or we going to the unconventional new age, or whatever it is. And then that is when Joe decided. Now, before, I just want to say this.
Because Joe almost pissed Frank off, because Frank was like, what?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Why did Joe show up to work and Melissa didn't?
Can I say something really rude right now?
Go ahead.
I feel like the Joe-Melissa dynamic we see on the show probably mimics the Joe-Melissa dynamic in the bedroom. Like, I feel like she's a lazy lady.
I could see that.
I mean, I don't really care. But I know we can get to it. I just have one question.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I just got one question. You know what? I'm gonna pose this question to you two ladies. Okay.
Okay.
Say for instance, because it ain't true, because I don't think either one of y'all will pick a Joe Gorga as a husband, as a life partner. No. But imagine you're married to Joe.
Okay.
And number one, and it's a two-parter. Number one, Joe, and I understand Joe and Dolores are friends. But he coming at her mad disrespectful. Question one is, would you stand there and just let him go at a woman with that type of intensity? And then question two, when Dolores clapped back at that ass and say, I'd rather be dealing with that than the man being upset that I'm walking ahead of him to the car. And Melissa ain't say not shit. I just want to know how y'all feel, because those two, I was just like, oh, Melissa, you ain't gonna say shit to Dolores?
No.
Listen, I caught that, and I feel like that was a moment where she was actually happy because Dolores is saying what she can or won't. She wasn't gonna say nothing because she was glad that Dolores was saying it.
But isn't that supposed to be unity when you and your spouse?
No, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, yeah. But she was happy. She was happy that she was saying it.
Oh, okay. But then the other question: would you stand there and let your husband go in on a woman like that, even if they are friends?
No, I couldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
I would have to pull my friend.
Yeah, let's be clear. Let's be clear. I would never let another woman check my husband. But in the case of Joe and Melissa, that's why she did it. Now, would I do it? No, ain't no other woman. The only woman that's gonna ever be able to check my husband is his mama. And I know that you ain't even supposed to do that either. That a man is supposed to leave his mom. But listen, that's still his mama. Now, I'm not saying in an unhealthy relationship, but I'm just saying, if him and his mama having a conversation, that's between him and his mama. But ain't no other woman gonna check my man. Ain't no other woman gonna check my man. No, that's not happening. Nope.
Okay, so I'll run down what happened. I just wanted to ask that, but I'm gonna run this down right quick. So Joe believes that Dolores is delusional in her relationship. Dolores doesn't want someone, and I already mentioned it, to get mad at her going to the car, but Melissa was straight on mute when that happened, which I'm just like, so that made me question, even though I know the storyline is fake, like, is it really fake? What's going on here? So even if this is a friend of the family, you just gonna let her straight up okay, never mind. Moving on, Joe says he conveys his emotions, which is a sort of kind of, because Joe is a typical male. Where most men, because of this whole, ideology that, it's supposed to be hard. You can't cry, do this, because that's some bitch shit, some pussy shit. That's this, you can't do that. So the I guess scale of emotion for men is either happiness
or anger.
And that anger quickly turns into violence.
Yeah.
That's it. So if he's emotional, that is the only emotion that you have, because the male that I would probably say is emotional is Joe B, who is Marge's husband.
Yeah.
He's more in tune than Joe Gorga. So I'm like, okay, Joe, you lose me here. You're not making no sense. And then he says, but David isn't emotional because he works 16 hours a day. And again, they tossing jabs back and forth, and it's like, okay, all right, I hate what you're saying. It's kind of messed up. You taking the jab. And then this is the part where you mentioned it, and I was just like, see, if I was Frank, it would have been the fight right there. I would have just whooped Joe's ass.
Yeah, my thing was, don't put me in this shit. Like, me and her in a good place. Don't be reminding her how much of an asshole I was. Like, what is wrong with you?
Say, because Frank, you broke her. I was like,
right. And then Dolores was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
I was looking at him, and the fact that all eyes on her with the man sitting up here repeatedly saying, you're broken. Mm-hmm. The fuck? Mm-hmm. That's what disgusted me.
And that goes back to this whole ideology. And this is in the world. So this is both for men, for male identified women, for, women who practice, that whole misogyny aspect where you feel that your value is tied to having a man.
Yep.
And that's literally, but again, that is Joe's mindset, and he's mimicking what he got from his father. But that was so messed up. And then that also is saying that Dolores is weak, and you literally gave all this power to a man, that you have so much power that you were able to break this woman. Does that happen from time to time? It does. But I'm sitting here like, based off what we know about Dolores and Frank, I highly doubt that Frank broke her, especially knowing how the fuck both of them was getting down. But it was just so disgusting. And again, Marge had sly mention him being, misogynistic and all the other stuff, which is like, so you really want a storyline with Melissa so damn bad, because this really ain't got nothing to do with you. But yeah, I was very, very disgusted. Like, one, you're sitting here disrespecting this woman. You bring her ex-husband into it, and yeah, I'm gonna let y'all talk because that was a lot.
And at a party full of friends and family, like damn, like how mortified she should. Yeah. Dolores should have had her Porsche truck there and drove him over. Yeah. That was disgusting. And they just let him go. Like no one pulled him to the side and said stop. No one said we're not going to do this.
I mean, that's how I feel about it, because I was like, that was real effed up about how they let her leave out of there, because Joe, you was wrong all day long. Day long.
But before she left, Melissa decided she wanted to clock in to work for all of 5 minutes. Just for 5 minutes to sit here and bring up, well, I didn't say this, but I don't want to be fake because, there are people here, kind of saying and trying to get them to speak up like that, he gave you a hush gift and yada, yada, yada. Then start name dropping and everything. And that literally was let me throw this rock and let me hide my hand is literally what Melissa did. And it was at that point. And I understood why Dolores is mad because, unlike some of these other shows, many of them are really friends outside the show. And she's upset because y'all could, like, one, why y'all discussing this issue? But two, if it was that big of an issue, y'all could have easily came and talked to me about it. And even if her and David are really trying to work towards something, having this shit air on TV is not going to help that relationship. So I understood why she was mad. And also, I think the real reason Dolores left, and y'all might think I'm lying, I think Dolores actually got hands.
No, I think I think Dolores was really about to put her hands on Joe. Like I really do think she left because she was really about to put her. Like I believe
Frank would have backed her up.
And Frank, I'll be honest with you too. As in tune as they are, I think she probably felt some energy off of Frank too, because Frank was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Frank was like, "I'm over here eating my fresh mozzarella, minding my good business." How did I get in any of it? I ain't got shit to do. What? I didn't buy no Porsche. I didn't buy no rings. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
And that was the episode.
That was it. That was all. Now, like you said, from the previews, it definitely looks like we're about to revisit this whole Melissa Joe shit, which I don't care.
I don't either.
And I'm going to tell you why I don't care. I don't care. I know why y'all don't care, because y'all said they've already visited this and it's just for the storyline. But let's assume for a minute that it's real. Here's why I don't care. Because you're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
You're not going to leave them. You're not going to do nothing different. I really don't care.
That's why I say a storyline, because as you said, she ain't going on down where. I have not heard any sources, any whispers or mumbles about them separating, divorcing, any cheating or anything of the sort.
And also, if I could be all the way honest, in terms of a power move, that would not be smart for her.
It would.
I agree. Because Joe is possibly her storyline. Joe is more entertaining than Melissa.
Yeah. But here's the other.
That's what somebody said earlier in the chat. I'm not sure who it was. Said earlier in the chat that's why they keep Melissa around, because of Joe.
But, yeah. But here's what I'm saying. Let's just hypothesize. They go through a divorce, whatever, right? Joe ain't going nowhere. One, because he's tied in with the man, and his sister is also on the show. So
yes,
he with her. She gonna stay on this show because she need to see a piece of revenue, which means that these two are going to consistently be in the same room. And now you're going to have a 2 versus 1 where you're going to have both of the Gorgas, Teresa and Joe, going against her on TV. I don't even think she's ready for that smoke. That's why it ain't finna happen. It ain't finna happen. And if it do, I will be pleasantly surprised.
Right. But it ain't. It ain't. At least that's my opinion.
And don't forget about your unboxing.
That's exactly. Thank you, because that was exactly what I was getting ready to do. I was going to say, so before we get ready to get out of here, thank you once again. Thank you, Lilbaby. Thank you, Yocrates. If you guys ever want to donate, because they give of their time freely and come over here, I got a little something coming for both y'all anyway. But if y'all ever want to donate, Lilbaby, y'all want to put y'all Cash App or whatever up. If y'all appreciate, you don't have one.
I don't do that.
Okay, well, listen. I just listen. Okay, that's fine.
And I'm not saying the bad way. It's just like I just come on here, give my time, try to get some.
Well, I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it. It don't matter. You still got a little something coming from me. Anyway, so I do have this unboxing now. This is a bittersweet unboxing because something did break in transit. This box came from my little sister Danny. You guys know Danny. Danny, she's one of my mods. We went to Bennett together. She was like really, really my little sister at Bennett. So she and I'm gonna give you guys all of her information because she's gotten into she's very creative. Over the years, she's made bath salts and all kinds of stuff. And so she's into making like mugs and tumblers and stuff like that. So she sent me this care package. So I want to show you guys what came. So she sent me this. It's called Bennett Bells Are Pretty Black and Educated, honey. And this is like a little, you could put like some makeup in here, or it's a little small to be like a pencil case, but you could probably put a little odds in some lipstick. Y'all know I'm always good for keeping some good lipstick around, honey. I could probably put all my lip glosses and lipstick up in here, but it is, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Bennett Bells Are Pretty Black and Educated, hunty.
I'm happy it's not big enough for highlighter.
Oh, it's big enough for highlighter.
No.
There's always room. A highlighter.
Can I say something right quick?
You can.
Two things. One, ReallyB, can you remove the comment at the bottom for a minute? And for ST or O Street, if you're looking for my channel, you can either type in my name as it is right here.
Oh, yeah.
Or just type in spilling all the tea. Either one will bring you. That's my old name. That's
if you type in spilling all the tea, it'll pop up. Yeah. But yes, definitely you can type in his name as it is up there, it'll pop up. She also got me some brushes.
Amen. We have makeup brushes.
Oh my gosh, y'all are funny.
So are you gonna send those to ReallyB? I mean to Abby?
No, these are for me. Because they say I don't have enough makeup brushes. So that's why I'm laughing, because I know the joke. I know the joke. Okay. All now, she sent me, I know what's in here because she sent me sort of a preview because she was so excited. She had to show it to me. But this was a mug she made. Now, she sent me 2 mugs. One was broken. Now, the mug that got broken, it had this on there. This was on the mug. It said Bennett Bells Are Pretty Black and Educated. And that was on the mug. As soon as I picked up the box, I knew that one of the so you guys can kind of see.
Oh,
I know. She's bummed, but she did get insurance on it. So she said she'll make me another one, but I'm a little bummed because I was so excited. Like the minute she showed me that prototype, I was like, I want one now. But she also sent me this, and this one did not break. And this one is well, both of them were gorgeous, but this one is a one of a kind for real. Because see, that other Bennett mug she done shared with she done made them for other people, but this is a one of a kind, honey. It has my logo on it. Isn't that cute?
I'm a little jelly.
Look, it has my logo. So if you pay attention to my my what's the thing called? My banner on my channel. This is the banner from my channel.
Baby, you about to see that every live now. every review. Even those wire reviews.
I'm gonna pour something in it. So thank you so much, Danny. I really, really appreciate it. This was definitely a labor of love. Now, if y'all she was selling like Mother's Day mugs and stuff. If you go over to Ebby's unboxing, she made Ebby a Mother's Day mug that is absolutely beautiful. If y'all go over there and y'all check out hers, but she was selling like Mother's Day mugs and stuff like that. So she's actually getting into selling these. I'm gonna get you guys her website information and everything, and I'll get it to you guys. But definitely. I typed in that and the bubble tea. Oh no, it's right there. O Street, look at the link. Lilbaby dropped his link. There you go. Yeah, there you go. She put the link in it. I don't know what kind of bubble tea you was typing, child. But if you put in, if there's the link right there. There's the link right there. She said, I don't know what kind of bubble tea you got you looking for. All right. And as always, y'all go ahead and get y'all Avon on. Let me get y'all the good Avon link, honey.
And Mother's Day right around the corner. Y'all better stop playing.
Listen, y'all got his whole Mother's Day setup. He is good and done. He got his Mother's Day stuff right over on the A of the Von, okay, and got it on out the way, baby. So y'all better go on over there, check out that Avon, get your skin so soft, get your Mother's Day. And listen, they even got stuff for daddies, okay? They got Father's Day stuff over there too. So that's coming up right behind Mother's Day. You know, daddies always get the raw deal. Go on,
I gotta get my dad. My daddy's birthday is like weeks after Father's Day, so I don't know.
Well, my dad's birthday was Tuesday. That's why I wasn't. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't here, because my father's birthday was Tuesday. We was hanging out with him and we had dinner and all that good stuff. So, and part of his birthday gift did come from Avon.
Well, luckily for me, my mother doesn't like to climb these stairs to get up here. So she's yet to find her gift plus my co-host.
I was going to say, how is the puppy doing?
She outside, minding her business, because, you know, she a character. Now that she loosened up to me, she real up in here acting brand new. You know, go nudge me with her nose. It's like, what is it? Like, just
she was like, "You're not paying attention to me, sir. Hello, sir."
But because of those two things, she's not coming up here, so she won't see the gift, which is a good thing because my mama knows it. So she probably would have discovered it by now. So she'll be pleasantly surprised. She will.
Well, once again, thank you guys. Let me get off of here because I have some stuff I need to take care of. Plus, I got a couple of videos I want to try to get out to you guys tonight. So thank you so much, y'all. What you got coming up?
Well, if Atlanta give me some, I'll do a video for it. Because if not, I'm not gonna waste my time. But if you want to hear me give y'all some more commentary on these New York women, and I'm pretty sure Lilbaby gonna be able to chime in. So if y'all enjoyed the very beginning of this video, I'll be back next week with some more heat.
We'll definitely be back. We will definitely be back.
Watch Making the Band when Dala said he spit hot fire. I'm gonna give you some hot fire when we come back next week.
Do not go back to Making the Band. You went old school. You did not go back to Dala and Making the Band. Goodbye. On that note, we out. Peace.
Bye.